Senator from Nevada.
Thank you, Mr. President. For the residents of Southern Nevada and so many others, October 1st is no ordinary day. On October 1st, 2017, my hometown of Las Vegas was struck by an unimaginable tragedy that forever changed our communities. We experienced an attack on a scale far worse than anyone could ever have imagined, a devastating tragedy that ripped families apart, destroyed lives. You know, during any given weekend, the Las Vegas Strip is buzzing with tourists and visitors from around the world, and that was the case on October 1st, 2017. That night, tens of thousands of people came to Las Vegas to attend the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival, enjoy a fun night out with friends and good music. The weather's beautiful. But in just 10 minutes, their lives in our entire state would be changed forever. 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all it took for a gunman to open fire on an unsuspecting crowd, killing 58 innocent people, injuring thousands, and leaving a permanent scar on the hearts of everyone in our state and the hearts on the families and friends of the ones injured and killed. In the years since, we've lost 2 more individuals as a result of this tragedy, which remains the deadliest mass shooting in American history. So I want you to think about what that means. The families of the victims of that tragedy had their world shattered in just 10 minutes. 10 minutes that day that changed their lives forever. Families who now don't get to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, holidays. Families, and I think this is one of the hardest things, they never got to say goodbye to the people that they love. And that night also changed the lives of everyone in our city. People who were attending or working at the festival, Nevadans who were just driving down the Strip, and the first responders who ran towards danger to help save lives. In the chaos and confusion of that night, our heroic first responders, our police officers, our firefighters, our paramedics ran towards the scenes. They saved countless lives. I know taxi drivers ran. Everyone ran to try to help people escape. And in the midst of this darkness, we saw our community, my community, go above and beyond to help. Our entire state rallied together. We saw lines of people around entire blocks waiting hours to donate blood, willing to donate blood to save the lives of complete strangers in the middle of a mass casualty. And I remember that day going to the line to talk to people, try to comfort folks in the midst of those first few days. And there was a woman in line to give blood, and I went up and I talked to her, and she started crying. She put her arms like this. She goes, "I don't have much." She goes, "But blood is all I have to give, and I'm here." She started crying. I started crying. It was such a moving moment. She goes, "This is what I can give," her arms outstretched. And so I want everyone to think about that the hearts of so many in a tragedy go out to those they don't even know to do what they can and give what they can, coming from the heart. And these selfless acts, not just this woman, but this is just one story of so many that I was proud to hear and be part of. This showed the country why we're Vegas strong. And I'm here today to honor the memories of those we've lost as a result of that terrible night on 1 October and everyone else who was impacted. And as we remember and reflect on this event, we must also commit ourselves to action to make sure that no other community in the nation goes through what we went through. In the last few years, we've so sadly seen shootings at universities, including UNLV in Las Vegas, in schools, in places where people go every day, like supermarkets and churches. Mr. President, we saw that just this weekend. And just this year alone, there have already been 53 school shootings in the United States. And so it's clear we need to act, and there are things we can do on a bipartisan basis. The 1 October shooter relied on bump stocks. They're just dangerous devices that attach to guns to make them fire bullets even faster, so that a shooter can fire more bullets in a short period of time, in order to inflict as much pain and carnage as possible. And I hope we could agree that nobody wants that. No one wants that. And in response to this unprecedented tragedy, 2017, President Trump issued a federal rule that banned bump stocks, and it did help save countless lives from these deadly modifications. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court overturned this common sense federal ban, allowing these dangerous bump stocks to flow into our streets once again. And so this puts more lives and communities at risk, which is why I helped introduce bipartisan legislation earlier to restore this common sense federal ban on bump stocks. Because we have the power to do something. So let's pass this bipartisan bill and save lives before the next tragedy hits another unsuspecting community. Because trust me, nobody wants to go through this, no community. Nobody wants to give this speech. Nobody wants to look in the eyes of the families. No one wants to go to that reunification center. No one wants to go to the hospitals. No one wants to go see the memorials grow and grow time after time. No one wants to see this in community after community every single day. There has to be some common sense about what we can do. And so as we approach the 8th anniversary of the 1 October shooting, I just ask all of my colleagues in this chamber to remember and honor the memories of the victims, their families, their loved ones, everyone whose lives were forever changed that night. I also ask that we come together as Republicans and Democrats in a bipartisan way just to save lives by passing our common sense bill to ban bump stocks. I think it would make a difference. And I just pray that those out there watching find comfort in remembering that their loved ones' memory serves as a blessing to them, and that we will always continue to honor them. Thank you.